You're watching a PogieJoe production.
So I'm standing here outside in the square in Oberlin, my hometown, and Michelle Obama is actually going to be giving the commencement speech. So I'm hanging around for that. It's going to be crazy, very exciting. You know, I was looking at my schedule for this week and I was like, oh man, I gotta get a YouTube video done by Thursday. And something that Jake Jarvie of Platoon of Power Squadron posted recently in response to a video by Crabsticks. They were talking about starting to get YouTube fatigue, I guess, as that happens with any job. And not that I would consider this a job, I don't do this for a living. And the thing about it is, as with any creative act, there's gonna reach a point where it's not as fun as it used to be. You know, it loses its luster a little bit at times. You kind of have to rediscover the excitement again. And I'm kind of at that point with YouTube. Myself, I've been doing it for the past almost 5 years now. This July it'll be 5 years. See, the thing is, I've been making this movie and I've been so embroiled in that, and I've been filming so many days of the week and planning things out that YouTube has been so secondary, but I don't want to lose that. I don't want to get rid of it. It's something that I want to try to recapture, but I don't have the time to commit to recapture that yet. And it's almost felt that way since the last movie, the musical last year, where I've been so focused on these big projects that the little projects kind of lose their way, and every now and then I'll find one that will excite me again. Like I said, I want to continue this thing. I like doing YouTubing, but you know, when I first started, that was pretty much all I had, so I would focus all my time and attention on that. Now I have so many other things going on in my life and with bigger projects that YouTube has kind of been pushed to the side, and I haven't put a lot of time devoted to it. But that's why I think it's important that I keep kind of maintaining to this, because I did do it once a week for a long time, for years, and I know I would never be able to do that now. It's just ludicrous. But I want to keep doing this once every 2 weeks, because I feel like if I keep pushing myself, I'll kind of find that again. And I gotta have those small projects to kind of keep me away from the big ones. I think even doing something in a vlog style like this kind of keeps me motivated and keeps me doing things, because I think it's good to kind of document that along the way. I don't want it to just be these big things without any sort of small markers along the way to look back upon and all that. So I know this probably isn't the most interesting content, you know, or I hate the word content. I feel like that's such an impersonal way to describe videos on YouTube. It sounds really selfish, but I think it's something that I kind of need to do to keep myself, you know, once every 2 weeks, get something out, something, you know, try to make it good, but do it within the time constraints that you have, I guess. So I think that's kind of what, you know, you kind of have to meet those moments where you slog through. And again, that's kind of what Jake was talking about a little bit in his video. There's these moments where you just have to push and plow through to get to the good stuff and to get to the ideas that excite you again. Then I'll have the movie, and that will be big, and then I'll probably focus my attention on some smaller projects to kind of relieve myself of that, because that's a lot of work for one thing. It's so easy to just let it go and let it stop happening and not update, and you know, especially with how view counts have been lower for a lot of people, and you know, subscriber numbers haven't been as good, but that's not what compelled us in the first place, at least not most of us, at least not the people who love to do it. They never were in it for the money. I don't get any money from this. I've gotten one check total from YouTube for the entirety of those 5 years. But that's okay. I'm not doing it because of that. I'm never going to do it because of that. I'm doing it because it brings me personal satisfaction. I love making things and sharing things with people and hopefully making people smile a little bit or think about something. And that's kind of the path my YouTube has been on lately, a lot of these interviews. And again, it's probably not like the most viral of content, I just said it again. It's probably not the most viral of media, of videos, but it's something that is bringing me a lot of satisfaction to make a lot of these interviews. And I know some people have definitely enjoyed it and gotten something out of it. So I'm also making it for those people, the people that actually really enjoy kind of getting these looks into people's lives, which is something I've been much more interested in. Less about making these kind of comedic sketches, which are fun, and I'm still going to keep on doing occasionally, but looking into people's lives and understanding people and thinking people complexly, and that's something that's been compelling me a lot more lately in the stuff I've been making, even inside this movie I've been making. And as I'm sure all these people in the park here can testify, it's just a fascinating time to be alive. You know, I'm more interested about what's going on in the world. I'm more interested in kind of telling that story of what's going on today, you know, not directly, but in kind of either a metaphorical way or in a way that is like I said, through interviews and stuff like that, what's happening here? This is a incredible, fascinating, tumultuous time to be alive. So I think I'll stop talking to my camera now. I know YouTube's now 10 years old, so it's become a lot more common to see people talking to themselves, but yeah, bye.
See, that is how you will rise above the noise and shape the revolutions of your time. That is how you will have a meaningful journey on those clamorous highways of life.